Good morning, guys. Happy New Week. Today is on Monday, 13th July 2026. So last week we took a couple of trades, but we lost 2 and won 3. So let me show you. It was on, when was this? This was Monday or Tuesday. So Tuesday I had marked this as my point of interest, and then price pulled to this area. I thought, using 30 minutes confirmation, I thought it had given me enough confirmation, but it took me out later, reacted to the same zone, and then presented a nice entry model. I took another buy from here. This is on Wednesday. So going to this here, this was, I think, was it on Thursday? Thursday presented these two setups. The first one I had marked these. Let me just mark with I had this zone as my point of interest, and price reacted to it and pulled up. So this was my first entry, my first point of interest, and price presented this setup before reacting to this area. So it presented this first, it came, reacted to it, and then my initial TP was at this point, so it just came, you can see, and reacted to it. And since while it was pushing lower, or while it was dropping, it had created, let me use this pattern to just trace it out, created this structure and then left some liquidities here. There was liquidity inside here that were unconsumed, so it took the opposing liquidity first. Since it was selling, it took the opposing liquidities first and then later pushed to the liquidities that were above here. So after taking this liquidity, this is what was at night, it sold off to this point here, so these two worked, really played out well, these two models, not model setups. And then as I was anticipating on higher time frame previously, I had marked this because it was an area on a week overlap. Okay, so after price reacting inside it, you can see it first missed it and then pulled, reacted, created that order block and broke above it. So using my entry model, I knew since already, let me just change the color to black. Well, should I use this? I don't know if it to be clear enough. Since by reacting to this point, it had left an order block and pushed up, I knew it was going to pull back to the entry point and then continue the bullish move. But to my surprise, I just set the order and then left because it was on Friday. I was feeling a bit tired and just wanted to take some rest and walk outside, at least to change the environment. So I set my limit and went away. I came later at night and found out that it had taken me out. So I've been checking on higher time frame. It seems like this thing might drop even further, because looking at what it has presented now, since by reacting to this area, of which is a structure on lower time frame, it created these liquidities and left them unconsumed, and then it has taken the opposing liquidities here first. So I'm expecting maybe a pullback. If it pulls back to this area, I might wait for just a confirmation on lower time frame, maybe 15, 10 or 30, and then I continue dropping. If it takes out this area, then if it takes out this first point of interest, then it might even pull to drop to this area or lower than this. But I had analyzed before price pushing to these areas and gotten this as my entry point. But I'll just delete the order, the limit order, and then wait for price to react inside it. If it gives me a bearish confirmation on 1 hour, that's when I'll consider taking a buy. But you know, it can even push to this area, take it out and drop lower to maybe this one here, because this whole area is an area of liquidity on higher time frames. So I need to be keen on that. So if it drops from here and takes this area out, or violates it, then it can drop to the whole area. So I won't rush taking any trade from this area. Let me just clear some few things here, and then we go to higher time frame and analyze, so that you can see whatever I'm saying. You can get to see my approach, and let me just clear some things here. Even this one I can clear this here, because when it pulls to these lows, I am going to use higher time frame buyers or structures. So I need to clear and make the chart a bit clean, so that it can be visible when I am going to higher time frames. Okay, so let's just clear some few things here. Price can even drop, takes out this whole area and reacts to this structure here. So the best thing is just waiting and waiting for confirmation, because that's the only thing that can help me. So let's also clear this the one I marked as my TP, even this one. Before that, I need to take a screenshot on this. I need to save this, the last setup, because I love to journal. Didn't manage to journal yesterday. I was a bit busy. I didn't even open the charts, so I'll do that immediately after this video. Okay, so this is what I'm saying. Let's go to, since it's a new week, today's on Monday, let's begin from 1 week time frame. From 1 week time frame or weekly time frame, we can see here we have, let's clear even this one, this rectangle. So price has been bullish for the longest time. We can mark here as our main break was here. There's no need of adjusting to the right, as long as it's showing me the exact zone. So looking at this structure, or the price action of the market structure, the current market structure, we see this is on weekly time frame. The nearest area that we can use as our point of interest is at this week overlap. This is the first point that we shall be anticipating price to react to if it drops to this low. So I just mark it as my point of interest like that, and then we proceed to other time frames. So we can even check on 2 weeks. We see whatever structures were formed. here you can see it still has a week overlap, but it's not complete yet because this weekly, the recent or the current weekly candle is still moving or running. So on 2 weeks it's not a valid week overlap, but if it by the end of this week, if it closes above here, that's when the week overlap will be valid. So we can go to, since a week has how many days? 5 for forex, it's 5. So we can even check on 2 weeks, it's about 10. So let's check maybe 8 weeks. We see not 8 weeks, 8 days, sorry, 8 days. Also on 8 days we had a break here, and then price reacted to this point, pulled back, created this this area and pushed up to this point. So right now it's creating some pullback. So looking at this, we can also mark this as an area. So but this one we might deal with it later, not now. So it's just, I'll adjust the moment we go to lower time frames. So let's check also on maybe 6 days. 6 days, you can see it's exactly at the order block. So it might be strong if price is going to push to this low in future. Still 8 days, 6 days can't show me anything here. So let me check on maybe 5 days. I think that's 1 week. So for 5 days, let's just adjust this to this zone, and then also adjust the line. So for 5 days, it's giving us this week overlap here, and we can see the overlap is originating from a point that looks like this. We had a structure, then price pushed up, later came back to this structure, created an order block, okay, and then pushed higher, so it broke above here. The pullback is originating from a flip level. You can see it broke above this week here, so it's originated from a flip level. If there are liquidities inside, they might push price up if it pulls back to the area like this, or if by that time it will have created some bearish liquidities above here, it might push it to the bearish liquidities and then continue dropping. So since this is my first point of interest here, I'll consider doing this. Since I've already marked it, I want to check on almost all time frames to see whatever is inside it. So when price reacts inside it, I'll just wait for a confirmation on 1 hour, because this is GJ. It has to give me confirmation on 1 hour. That's something that it does almost every week. So I don't need to rush. So this is 5 days. Let's check on 4 days. Still, it has a week overlap here, but this is an extended structure. So it's giving us, since previously had a week overlap here, but it has extended to this point and still has another one inside. This whole candle, let me just adjust, this whole candle gives us just the week, it is giving us an emitter, so it might be a strong structure on lower time frame. We still check and see. That's why I've said at the beginning of this video, or the middle, I said I'll delete this buy order, because you can see things are changing on lower time frame. So I'll just delete it and wait for price to retrace inside it, and then from there I'll know what to do. So this is my point of interest on daily. Let's go to 3 days. We see whatever is inside it. We are having a structure, and the structure is originating from a demeter and some weak overlap. So this whole area might be a point of interest. So you should just wait for price to pull back inside it, because you can see whatever I've just explained a few seconds ago. It created this order block or a structure, internal structure, and then broke above it, pulled back fast and left it unconsumed or untapped. So I'm expecting price when it tracks inside here to give us some buys. Even if they are not going to take out the high, it might give us some buys. Yeah, so I'll just wait for a reaction inside it and then a confirmation on 1 hour, then I take the buy. From depending on what the market will have created by that time, I'll be able to see where to place my TP. But let's just go to other time frames. Let's check on 2 days. Still it has a structure inside it, and you can see things are getting clear. We have another demeter here that is inside. It is inside an order block. So, and looking at whatever is here, the current market structure, let's just do this. This is a break of structure right here, and price created something that looks like this. It was pushing up, then created this area, created a high, later came and created these structures. It took out the high, so it created a pullback that is untapped. You can see it's a bit clear, like price did not pull back to the area. So that's the area I'm talking about, and the area is originating from a flip level. So I'm expecting if it's gonna hold price, it might take out the high, or let me just see, it was like this. So this is the area I'm talking about. If price comes inside it, I'll wait for my entry model on 1 hour. If it gives me, then we shall be having some buys from here. And you can take out the high, or if there are enough bearish liquidities up here, then they are the ones that maybe will push price lower. So if we have enough liquidities here, those are the ones I call opposing liquidities. So if it reacts inside here, I'll wait for still my bearish confirmation, and then I take some sales. If it leaves the confirmation and then takes out the opposing liquidity first, then it'll have to just pull back and then continue in the sales, maybe to this area. So I hope you're getting. So let's go back to the area that we are dealing with. This is our area. So for now I can remove the lines and use a rectangle. So I'll mark it like this. This is my area. Okay, we said we are gonna remove this by the buy we had previously, so I'll just delete it, and also I'll delete the order on my trading view, no, on my MetaTrader MT5. So this is what we are talking about. 2 days looks like that. Let's check 1 day. 1 day has 24 hours. You can even check on 25, hours. You see, it is still presenting the same thing. You can see we have some liquidities, untapped liquidities here, and also the bearish order block has not yet been tapped. So if it's gonna maybe pull back like this, it can drop, or if it drops first to this area, then it can pull back to the order block and maybe later drop. You can do something that looks like that. So we shall be waiting for either. Let's go to 20 hours. 20 hours. Now you can see on 20 hours whatever structures are being formed. Remember, we are dealing with the recent liquidities. So when you look at this time frame, what we have is we had an area, and then why the area looks like this, but while price was pulling back to the area, it created some liquidities and then left them, took out this, it has taken out these liquidities here. So if it's bearish, I'll consider this as my opposing liquidities. So if it has taken the opposing liquidities first and now it's pushing up, if there's any liquidities this way, or this as it was dropping on this candle, then there are the ones that are gonna push it lower, maybe to this area or this whole area here, and then later it might push to this point. So let me just analyze as we go to lower time frame. Maybe we can get from there whatever I'm trying to explain. Let's clear these. You can see, yes, I was right anticipating buys from here, but they didn't come from the week overlapped mark. They came from this order block. So price dropped lower to this order block, and then it's pushing up. But I don't think it's gonna take out this high first. I feel there's some candle inside here, so maybe the ones that are going to, not candles, liquidities, maybe it's the liquidity that is going to push it lower because it took out the opposing liquidity path. So I don't know, let's just wait. So this is 20 hours. Let's check on 18 hours. I want to be sure of all the structures we are dealing with. So you can see, after taking out this opposing liquidity, now it's moving to the liquidity that was left up here, either to the area or just inside here. That's why I'm saying I'll be anticipating some sales, maybe. I'll be anticipating maybe some sales, because already it has created a way for itself. So it can sell maybe to this structure or rather than this, and then if it drops, I'll expect it to go lower to take out this first structure. Because looking at the kind of structures I use, or the kind of break-off structures I normally use, it has created one here, and you can see the structure it seems to have an internal structure. So it might take out the internal structure and then react to this lower part, and then later continue the bullish move. So if it reacts here, I'll consider taking a long-term buy. Alright, this is 18 hours. Let's go to 16. Still presenting the same thing. There was a structure, a reaction, and then left it, went higher, reacted inside it, left another block. So we are just waiting for a pullback to this order block. This order block, just this one. So if it gives me a pullback to the order block, the best thing I can do is just wait for a confirmation inside it on 1 hour, and then we go bullish. Let's check 14 hours. You can see it reacted to the order block here, the bullish one here, and now it's pushing to the bearish order block. But it's not a must that price must push to, or will push to this bearish order block first. It can just react to the first liquidities, the reason that are here, which I've marked on a lower time frame. I found that while it was dropping, left some liquidities here, so it can react to the first liquidities and then drops, so that later, maybe after taking out the low or even reacting here, it can pull back to the area. But remember, also this area above here, it's the same area that I took the sales from last week, so maybe whatever is inside it has been taken out or consumed. So we should just see. Let's go to 2 hours. You can see if I invert this chart, you can clearly see, yes, it hadn't broken above here, but as it was pushing high, it created multiple three bearish candles. So if this first week overlap, it's giving us an area that is, if the area has liquidities that are untapped or unconsumed, then those are going to be taken out first, either to react above here and continue dropping, or just come and take it out. Okay, so that's why I marked that as my first point of interest. So let's just wait for price to react inside it. If it reacts inside it, I'll wait for confirmation. Already it has tapped it, so maybe it's on its way. So let's check 10 hours. Clear these drawings. Sorry, I need to go back to the normal price action. So okay, reacted the week, now it's the week overlap. Fine, let's check. Also on 10 hours, you can see it's representing a break and a structure here. This is a whole order block, but it has an internal structure, so I'll expect it to be taken out. If it doesn't, well and good. Alright, so let's go to 9 hours and then 8. Okay, 9 hours is presenting, is showing us price reacted inside here to this area, and then presented some order block and some structures and left them unconsumed. Okay, but before price drops to that low, remember we are having a small structure just at this level here, so it can also hold price, even if it's not going to hold it for long. It might hold price. Let's just wait. Remember, we are having as prices dropping, it created a bearish structure and then a pullback and left this area unconsumed. You'll see on lower time frame. It might do this, takes this low out, even drop further to this point, or just take it out, later come back, or continue selling from there. So anything can happen from here. But I've said I'm waiting for confirmation, since already it's reacting inside it. I'm waiting for confirmation there on 1 hour time frame. So I won't rush anything. I'm waiting for that confirmation. Let's check on 8 hours. Almost the same thing, a structure that was untapped, and now it's reacting inside it. So, and you can see the structure originated from a flip level, because we have multiple lows here that price pulled inside it. So I'm expecting like something like this. Okay, let's go to 7 hours. Still clear, the same thing, you can see. So we might push to this point. This first structure here can hold, but I won't take it aggressively. That's what I'm insisting on. I won't take it aggressively. So I'll just wait for it to react inside, and then if it gives me a confirmation, a bullish one, that's when I'll take it. There's 8 hours. Let's see. The same thing. Let's go. Oh, I need to go to 6 hours. So you can see also 6 hours has almost the same thing. And on 6 hours you're having, yes, another block, but a structure above it. So that's why I say it can push to the area. So the best thing I can do is just waiting for a confirmation. Nothing else. So let me adjust this to this low, since I've marked it on long time frame. I don't need to deal with it right now. Alright, let's go to 5 hours. Still there's something, a structure here. Yeah, let's go to 5 hours is clear. Let's go to 4. So it here. So I'll expect something of this kind if it, since it has reacted here, if it creates some bearish liquidities here and then takes out the liquidities here, then it can just pull back and then we continue dropping. If it doesn't do that, I won't change my mind to buy. I'll just leave it. Remember, it's on today's on Monday, so we don't have the right buyers yet, the right weekly buyers. So I'll just give it time to do its whatever it's gonna do, and then if it gives me or presents a nice setup, that's when I'll consider taking a sale from there. Okay, so still the same thing, and now you can see there's a whole area, immediate pullback, but this down part looks like it wasn't consumed. So the whole area is a valid point of interest. So we should just, let me just mark it, name it. We should just wait for a reaction inside it. 2 hours, still the same thing. Still the same thing. I don't think, okay, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I don't think it's gonna take this area out and pull back to this point. I don't expect that, but if it does, well, I'll just wait for confirmation. Because already it created some liquidities here and took them, had another pullback here this week overlap, which means an area on lower time frame, and then pull back inside it. Now whatever is inside it is what I'm expecting to be taken out. All right, so let's see if whatever I'm saying is gonna play out. And then let's go to 1 hour. Nice. Now things here are a bit clearer. Look at this. We had a reaction to this point. Price came inside it, presented a confirmation, took it, and then pushed higher. So while it was dropping, it just reacted to this lower part, which means maybe there are some liquidities, but it represented something like this that is untapped. Let me use this small highlighter. Where is it? It created something here. I know it's on lower time frame, which originates from a flip level, and then missed it the first time, then came to it, left some liquidity, pushed, missed it, and then broke below here. As it's leaving, you can see it's consuming itself, meaning in a way it's like there are no opposing liquidity, strong opposing liquidity. So as it's pushing to this area, I'll just wait for a bearish confirmation and then I continue the move, because I believe by creating, let me clear this first. Since already it had taken out the liquidities at these zones here, by reacting to this area here after creating these liquidities, I believe it's just created it so that it can pull back to it to gain more power or momentum and continue dropping. That's what I believe is gonna happen, but it doesn't have to happen this exact way I'm anticipating, or it doesn't have to do the same thing I'm explaining here. So let's just see, maybe in 45 minutes. I'm checking on multiple time frames because sometimes you might be having some hidden liquidities that you won't find when you just go to daily for hours, 1 hour 30. So I need to maneuver in all time frames to identify any hidden liquidity or structures. Yeah, you can see here we had this. Let me adjust. You can see this is what happened. as it was pushing lower, it created these multiple lows that were broken, and then some weak overlaps, meaning if it has a structure inside it, just came to the structure, presented some liquidity, left it, dropped lower. So that is, as it's pulling back, I'm just expecting it to drop, but I'm not taking it aggressively. I'm waiting for it to react inside the here, and then gives me another bearish confirmation. That's when I'll take the setup of the trade. Let's check on 35 minutes. Go to that. It's still clear. 35, a structure was left here unconsumed, and that's where price is right now. Okay, let's go to 32 and then 30 minutes. Now you can see 32 is presenting a structure that originated from a flip level. This one, maybe you can change its color so that you can be able to see it clearly. If I invert this chart, you can see we have this structure and then a reaction inside it, but as it reacted inside here, we didn't have an immediate pullback to the order block or the liquidities down here. So that's where I'm anticipating some continuation sell, but price has to give me a confirmation from this point on the 30 1 hour. I won't use 15. If it does this, then we shall have some nice sales. Yeah, because this area originated from a flip level, and it has also been validated by a weak overlap, so it might be strong. It can hold price. So let's check on 30 minutes. So 32 minutes giving us a structure, but 30 minutes is hiding it. You can see it has some weak overlaps here. Okay, that's why right now I prefer using multiple time frames to confirm. Also 25 minutes as a structure. Okay, let's go to 20 minutes. It also has a structure, a reaction inside it, and left these liquidities here. So what we are dealing with right now is this area, and what we are anticipating is a pattern like this. It doesn't have to be the same pattern, but just any bearish confirmation. Alright, let's go to 18 minutes. You can also see on 18 minutes it had this structure as it was pushing lower, and then created a multiple of inducements here, it created the area and then missed it with these wicks, and then later came to it, and now it's reacting to its confirmation. So any area of liquidity that originates from a flip level, or that which is at the flip level, I usually wait for confirmation. And since yes, it created the area and then reacted to it and left some confirmation. Looking at the higher time frame bars, I want to take it aggressive from here. I'm just waiting for a bearish confirmation here. I know I've said it a lot of time. Yeah, so let's check what 15 minutes is presenting. A structure reaction inside it, and then some unconsumed liquidities. Okay, the same thing. You can see the same thing happened here, though I managed to take it a bit early. It presented this. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but let me just do this. Yeah, it created some liquidity here. Let me use this thin highlighter. Created some liquidity. Then I was expecting maybe price to react inside here and then pull back, but it took this area out and then reacted here, later came to it and dropped. So I believe the liquidities above here are already consumed. So let's go to which time frame? 10 minutes, and then end there. That's the last time frame I'm checking. Yeah. It's clear. There's a structure and then a reaction inside it, and then it pulled low. Now you can see as it's been moving like this bearish move, it created liquidities, took it, weak overlap, took it, structure, took it, and then reacted to this area. So maybe the bullish liquidities are these areas here. Sorry, this whole area are already taken out. So if it gives us confirmation from here, we might continue selling and take out this first low, this zone here. You can drop to react to this structure. We'll just be waiting. Could there be some small structures here? Let me check on. We can cut and check on maybe 5 or 3 minutes. Why is it taking long to load? Yeah, let's go to 5. We see if it has a structure there. Oh, we have something up here. Here. But I don't know if whatever is inside it has been consumed. Let's check on 3. Okay, we had a pullback inside it, so maybe it's consumed. The best thing is just waiting for a valid confirmation of which it's the same thing I'm doing, the exact thing I'm doing. So it pulled back to this area here, this one here, and created everything that we've been discussing. Maybe if whatever is inside here is strong, it can take out the area we've been talking about, and then reacts to the structure there. But I don't think we'll just wait for a reaction, then something inside it. So I'll wait for the right confirmation so that I can take the cell. Yeah, so let's wait. We see what price gives us. So let's see where our confirmation is gonna come from. If it comes from this area, well, we shall take. If it comes from here, then we shall still take the sell. But what I'm doing right now is just marking the areas and then waiting for the right confirmation. So this is it. Let me adjust. I can wait for the confirmation in 1 hour, of which I know it is going to give me. That's what GJ does. It's going to give me. So let's go to now. Yeah, we see. So I'm going to set an alert, but I'll be around to, since it's a confirmation on 1 hour, I'm gonna wait. Right now it's 9:23. I'm gonna wait up to 11 because that will be New York open time. 11, maybe 11 to 1, to see if we shall be having a nice confirmation. If it gives us from here, we shall consider taking the sell. If it gives us after reacting to this area above here, still it will be a nice place for us to take. I can just still use this rectangle like this, and then remove the lines. So it's a game of patience. We need to wait for the exact thing to happen. If it doesn't, just leave it. I'm not forcing anything here. So one thing I've realized is any pair, or most of the time I analyze GJ, I backtest GJ, so I'm used to the structures of GJ. Usually on before London Open or during London Open and New York Open, it tends to take out some lows or highs. It takes out some liquidity before giving us a nice confirmation. This is something that happens almost every day. That is when price is moving with momentum, because sometimes sometimes it just consolidates for long and then you wait until the following day. That's when price starts moving to your direction or against you. But during London Open or London session, in New York session, price tends to take out some liquidities before giving a nice confirmation. So maybe that's the same thing that's going to happen here. Maybe it's going to take out this high, reacts here, and then give us a very confirmation, or just continue in the bullish move. So we just wait and then see what price will do. What I'm never going to do is using confirmations on 15 minutes on GG. No, I don't think I'm gonna use 15 minutes confirmation. I might use 30 or 40, but 15 15 maybe when I'll be trading gold. I don't know when though. Yeah, so let's wait for confirmation. If it gives us, I'll still record and show you. So for now, let's end the video and I'll see you when you see me.